Hey everybody, it's Lorenzo from GamesRadar.com, and I'm checking out Grid 2, and I'm here with...
Ross Gowing, I'm the Senior Game Designer.
And you guys are showing off some new stuff with the game. Can you talk about a little bit about the game's background and what you're showing today?
Sure thing. So we announced the game to the world last year and kind of outlined our vision to build on the principles of the first one, which is all about the on-track action, putting the player at the center of everything and really making them feel like a hero. Right now we're checking out Barcelona. We're in an eliminator race type against a club called Eliminación. We've worked really hard to make sure all these guys' cars have like a real character and that all the drivers have a real unique individual feel to them. Been working really hard with that. Some of the cars you see out on track at the minute, we're driving a BMW E30, just coming up on a Subaru BRZ here as well. There's an Alfa Romeo Giulietta out there, and yeah, so as you see, quite a diverse spread of vehicles.
So what kind of racing types can players expect from the game?
Right now we're checking out Eliminator. We also have sort of traditional racing, which is the mainstay of the Grid brands. We'll be taking a look at some checkpoint stuff we've got later on. But we kind of broadly categorise our racing in the game to street racing, like you're seeing here with the enclosed city streets, barriers on either side. We have open road racing down things like California coast, you know, racing only for the bravest. And then we also have circuit racing, which is for those people looking for that traditional motorsport experience.
Which ones of the modes are new to Grid 2?
Today we're showing you Eliminator and Checkpoint, which are brand new, but we'll be revealing a few other new ones all the way in the run-up to release.
All right, so we're at the next race, and where are we at now?
We're now at the Red Bull Ring in Austria. It used to be known as the A1 ring. It's been used for Formula One races in the past, and this is kind of accurately modelled to represent what it's like in real life. So we're doing a straightforward race at the minute, just all about who can get first past the post. One of the other race types we're talking about today was Eliminator. Now every 20 seconds the guy at the back of the pack gets knocked out, so it's all about trying to avoid making mistakes and really staying near the front. One of the other ones we're taking a look at is checkpoint racing, which has been a mainstay of racing games for a number of years, but we still really feel stands up to the test of time and really creates for some really tense racing. You know, just trying to inch over the next timeline to finish off the race.
So this one's a little more Formula One style, and the other race we saw before was street racing. How does all that differ from each other?
So yeah, this is what we call our lightweight vehicle class. So you see all the things are open wheel. They're all road legal, but are absolute track day monsters. What we're checking out here is a BAC Mono, which is designed and manufactured in Britain, and we work quite closely with the guys who make the car to make sure that we represent it really truly in the game. And they're not the only manufacturer we work with. There's a whole host of others. Some of the other vehicles out on track are the KTM Crossbow and the Ariel Atom, and these cars are particularly grippy, particularly powerful. It's kind of really about whichever way you point it, it will go, and it's all about mastering your braking points and making clean passes. So by this point in the game, the player will have been all around the USA and Europe, collecting all the best drivers from there. And the World Series racing is now at a stage where it can put on these kind of these events with packed grandstands, and you know, really on its way to becoming a global unified racing series.
Awesome. So we'll now move on to the next race. It looks like we finished this one, and we'll move on to the next one. Okay, now we're on the third track of the Grid 2 demo, so where are we now?
At this stage in the game, we're in Chicago, and by now the player and Patrick Callahan, who's kind of the visionary for World Series racing, will have taken you all through USA, Europe and Asia finding all the best drivers and really bringing them together to find out who's the absolute world #1 across a number of different disciplines. So you'll see by now we're putting on absolutely huge events, people lining the streets, we've got fireworks going off in the sky, we've got huge sponsor hoardings, and it's all held at night, so it's really perfect for ESPN to broadcast it to the world on prime time and for the player to really take their crown as the ultimate racing superstar. Some of the vehicles you'll see driving around, we've got Chevy Camaro, we've got Nissan Skyline, we've got a Dodge Challenger, and we've worked really hard with all the vehicles that we've handpicked to put in the game to work with the manufacturers and to balance all the cars off against each other so that all of the on-track racing is always competitive and always action-packed, kind of moment-to-moment drama that the grid is all about.
Awesome. So it seems like you guys are focusing a lot more on the single player. Can you just go into that a little bit more?
Yeah. So it's kind of a little bit narrative driven. You know, there's a bit of a storyline in there. We've got videos that'll pop up throughout the game, showing you how you're growing in the world and how many more fans you're getting and the coverage you're receiving, and how Patrick Callahan kind of grows the sport and unifies it across the world. But we're not just focusing on the single player. We've got plenty of multiplayer details to come along in April, but we'll have plenty of surprises for you then.
Awesome. So when can we expect to play the game, and for what platforms?
Grid 2 will be out in the USA on May the 28th, and it will be available on Xbox 360, PS3 and PC.
Great. For more information on Grid 2, be sure to check out GamesRadar.com.